Guess what's arrived? The Bravia 9. Ooh. And we've got to get this X95K off the wall. So I had to call my mate, Greg Butler. He'll be helping me out, and next time you see me, these two will be swapped over and hopefully it works.
2,000 years later, 6.5 hours later, a few inches later, day 2, day 3, day...
Alright, you get it. It's been a couple of days now. What do I think? You think it's worth it? Is it worth the upgrade from the X95K? Well, there's a few things I've got to talk about first. First was my initial impressions with the quality of this thing. And I'm not even on focus. Now I am. Alright, so first off, the build quality. I would have to say the X95K was built like a tank. That 85-inch. Just even looking at the PowerPoint of it, it's like one of those computer power supply PowerPoints. You can actually pull it out. This one, the PowerPoint on this one, it's built in. You can't even pull it out. So I think they've dropped the quality on a few things. That was the first thing I noticed. Yeah, so basically I went over the build quality, and I think, you know, X95K being Sony's first mini LED TV, that was probably, they tried to push the quality, whereas now I think this is more of a refinement. You know, they've tried to save money on a few things, they've increased the quality of a few things, but that was my first impressions. Second of all, the remote. You can see the remote control. This one's made of recycled plastics. Bit lighter, looks a bit uglier, nothing special. So those are the first two things you notice out of the box. Now, the other thing I noticed was that the X95K, the old set, was actually a really awesome set. Like, compared to this is an improvement. I would say probably about 10% improvement. 10 to 15% improvement. But the first thing is how they manage their black levels. So the X95K just did everything bright and punchy, whereas this one, it's got the punch, but it fills in the shadows more and gives you a lot more sort of detail in the shadows. Now, to the point of that, on my X95K, I would put on the what's it called? The local dimming, that was on high, 100% of the time. Whereas the local dimming on this one, medium all day long. You put it on high, all the little fine specular highlights, especially when it's in a dark scene, they get just crushed. They just, you know, they go from being this big to this big. So I would say if you got Bravia 9, keep it on medium local dimming. Now, what else? Oh, this thing's loading. Damn. Guess I need to get better internet. That's alright. Now, what else would I do? What else would I say? Definitely the black levels have improved a lot. When I say a lot, 15% is a lot from mini LED to mini LED. These black levels are getting close to OLED, but not quite OLED. Like, OLED just has that micro contrast. Like, it really, OLED has that sort of 3D depth look to it. This one's not so bad. Does a great job, and this thing gets bright as, and like really pushes the highlights, this thing does, whereas, you know, the X95K just pushed everything, you know, everything was just bright. Whereas this one, it really does control the highlights, like to the point where I like peak luminescence, whatever it is. I put that probably on low now, low, medium. Before X95K was high. Even if I put that on low on X95K, it wasn't doing, it couldn't match what this is doing. Those things, the anti-reflective coating, they were both great. This is probably like maybe a 2 to 5% improvement on that anti-reflective coating. In terms of also going back to build quality, the size of this thing, like it's basically about 1 centimeter thinner. So unfortunately, it sits 1 centimeter back from the wall. So it actually gave the appearance I've gone a bit smaller because it's sitting further back because the TV's not as thick. So I guess it's a positive and a negative, but looks nicer on the wall. But now I just have just 1 centimeter closer. What else? To be honest, if you've already got a X95K, I wouldn't say it's worth the upgrade. To be honest, I only upgraded because my X95K, it arrived faulty. It had a line going down the screen, but it was only 1 pixel wide line. So as soon as you sat 3 meters back, even 2 meters back, just disappeared. But you know, I had to make a warranty claim. I've 12 months to make a claim, and I got a good deal on this, so I said, why not? Let's just do it. So that's basically it on that, and that's the reason why I got the Bravia 9. One thing also I do notice the difference between the two, another thing, is the power consumption. So I've got a thermal camera, and before I changed it, I did thermal camera on the X95, and basically that was getting up to like 32 degrees Celsius. This is sitting about 28, 29, so about 2 to 3 degrees difference in temperature output. You know, Sony spoke about TV's more efficient. It is. I would say so, it is. Even you can tell from the heat output. So, you know, usually a big TV like this heat up a room, especially in summer. You can feel the difference when the TV's on. The room, X95K went through one summer with that. You could feel it. The TV would warm up the room. You know, it's like basically a wall heater. So this thing, I'd say it's a little bit cooler. It only lights up where it needs to punch the highlights, so that's where it's saving. So that's where the power savings come from. You look at the energy output card that comes with the TV, it says, you know, about 1,000 watt hours or something per year, something like that. Comparatively to a Hisense, was it C855 85 inch, the Hisense puts out like 950 or something. So apparently, not Hisense, sorry, TCL. So the TCL is, on paper, shows it's more efficient than Sony's new technology with their new LEDs, mini LEDs, backlight control and all that stuff. So maybe Hisense is doing better. Not TCL, sorry, not Hisense. I keep saying Hisense. So yeah, that's something to think about, you know. But overall, my 2-day review, I'm pretty impressed. Like it's getting there to OLED. Like it really is getting close to OLED. Like let's just have a look. I've bumped the exposure up a bit on this video since I came back, so it's a bit brighter. So let's just look at an OLED sort of black level thing. OLED black level video. Let's see what comes up. Demo for LG G3. Oh, well, there you go. Let's see. Hopefully I don't get banned for this thing. I don't know what they do. Let's fast forward. I don't see any blacks there. But let's go through the settings. That's on max because it's on HDR. And this is during the day. This is like the peak of the daytime. They've got a massive window to the side, and my internet's not fast enough, unfortunately. So I'll go through my settings and let's see what my settings are. So we'll just go into picture settings and let's see if I can, if it's in focus, I'll just check. Alright, I'll bring it closer. Bless you, saints. Bless you. Alright, so professional, that has the best colours. Now we're going to brightness. So brightness max because we're in HDR. Contrast 90. So gamma I'm pushing -1. Like you can go -2 will give better black levels. Like for professional there's like 0 there is, but -1 I found gave better shadow detail. Tone mapping, brightness preferred. Like even with this TV, if you go brightness off, HDR tone mapping off, sometimes it's better. Like the TV's bright enough to be able to tone map properly. Like the difference between off, gradation preferred, and brightness preferred. So I reckon you can go brightness preferred or off even. Like it just, yeah, I've left it on brightness preferred because it's daytime. Black level, drop it down to 49. Looks pretty good. No haze or anything like that. You're just seeing, see there's a light behind me. You don't see any of that normally when you're watching. This just paused on this black scene. I should probably fast forward a bit here. Let's pause it on this guy's face. Yeah. Now go back to picture settings. Back to brightness. So I just did -1, brightness preferred, 49. Black adjust, I've gone off. Advanced contrast enhancer, I used to have that on the X95K. Now it's basically I have it off most of the time. Local dimming, medium. Peak luminescence, medium. You can even go low, but depends on the content. Colors are really good. I'll bump it up 55 on this. Live color, I'll keep it on low. Like if you look at the difference between low, off. Like actually, you know what? Off gives more detail. I could probably have it on off. Because, yeah. But low is a bit of a compromise. So, low, off. Yeah. I like warm color temperature. And yeah, those are basically my main settings on this thing. And I'll replace this guy's face with my face now. And I'll just say, if you're looking for a Bravia 9 and you're looking for a new TV, definitely consider it. Definitely consider it. It was, for me, it was probably a toss up between this and the 98-inch TCL C855. Like 98 inches, like would have been awesome. But that thing is a beast. Like I got the wall space to fit it, but it just, I don't know if I'm ready just yet for a 98-inch TV. Maybe after this one, hopefully this one gives me a good 5 years, and we'll see then. But anyways, if you're looking for it, go for it. Spend the money. Enjoy your life. Alright. Take it easy. See you guys. Bye.